Good morning. My name is Elma Thompson. I'm a candidate for the Fort Hall Business Council for a second term, and I would like to tell you a little bit about myself and my priorities. I'm 67 years old. I reside on the Fort Hall Reservation, a lifelong resident. I'm a landowner. I own a small business. I've ran that for about 30 years, and my priorities would be economic development, which would support the small businesses, as well as community development and things that we need to get and start to prioritize some of the things that our membership needs, such as services to themselves through our programs, grants, and general funds, and fiscal responsibility. I would like us to be a little bit more efficient in our spending in regards to how our tribal government is set up and how our workflow goes, meaning empowering the employees. I think we're long overdue in that. I would also support education, not only for those students that are already in the system, but those employees as well as people that are trying to get ready for employment, because that training is lacking, which you see by a lot of our jobs not being filled. And that's because people either don't understand or perhaps they don't feel ready for that. So I think education is long overdue in several areas of our needs for our members. Economic development, we talk about Mountain Home a lot, but there's other things that we can do to support economic development here on our reservation, including the small businesses. That money needs to be circulated within our reservation in order for our economic development to build. So I'm thinking that economic development is, wide. It's needed. We need to have ideas. We need to hear from our constituents so that they can also have a buy-in on some of the things and the projects that the council brings in. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of issues that remain unresolved. I see a lot of issues with the dog ordinance. I was the only council member at the time working on the dog ordinance and trying to work with Fish and Game to get a center for us to use for the dogs and the cats. And so having the dog shelter, I believe, is an important aspect for our reservation. Housing, there's so many things that housing affects. So I would just like to encourage everybody to get out and vote. And I hope I am your candidate. So thank you.